I'm out on my early morning walk here. This is the Croton Reservoir here, which at one time was a Croton River. It's a Croton Reservoir. These are the reservoirs that serve New York City. And this is my morning walk every day. This bridge may look familiar to some of you if you follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on my personal Instagram at Mark R. LePage, and you can follow me at EntreArchitect at EntreArchitect. And I post this image of this bridge often. I love this bridge. This is an old rail bed that is now a bike path, something I love to do here. Every morning I come out and I either walk or run on this path. This summer I started my 10X project, and you could look that up. Just search the hashtag my 10X project and you'll find the information on my 10X project and how I started running. But I wanted to talk today about some of the ideas that I had for the coming year. I'm out here early. Just noticed, haven't shaved yet. Some of the ideas that I want to explore this coming year. As usual, I have lots and lots of ideas in my head and what I want to do. From the macro, I want to launch some new services for EntreArchitect so we can help you, the EntreArchitect community, the small firm architects throughout the world. I have some great ideas, some old ideas that we experimented with in the past that I think weren't timed right. We may bring back because I think the timing is better now. And some of the things that we're already doing, we're going to take to the next level. And then we're going to launch some new things as well. 2018 is going to be a big year for EntreArchitect. Experiment throughout the end of this year and maybe launch in the beginning of next year. And the idea, if you're on the EntreArchitect community Facebook group, you may have seen a few posts of mine talking about video and what a YouTube channel might look like for the EntreArchitect community. I'd ask you, if you haven't seen that post, go to the EntreArchitect community on Facebook. You can go to entrearchitect.com/group for a quick, easy link and join that group if you're not already joined. Probably the most active thing that we do at EntreArchitect, and it's free and it's private. So once you're in there, only architects can hear and see what you're writing. But I've been talking about maybe starting a YouTube channel and doing some video. I'm thinking that maybe we'll do a lot more video in 2018. And this video is sort of talking about that a little bit and getting into some of the ideas that we might have for the coming year. And I'll talk to you when I'm back in the studio. So now I'm back in the studio here at 5Cat Studio, the EntreArchitect headquarters. I am here to finish talking about what my thoughts are here at EntreArchitect for the next year or so. Maybe using some video, using more video to get the word out about what we're doing here. Share more of my knowledge, share more of others' knowledge here at the EntreArchitect platform. Possibly starting a YouTube channel, maybe more video on Facebook, maybe just more video on the blog itself. Not sure. It's all going to be an experiment. And this video is the first of many experiments that may happen. This might be the only video I produce, for this idea, or it might be the beginning of many more videos here and over on YouTube and anywhere else. Probably will begin on my own YouTube channel, Mark R. LePage. Start a EntreArchitect YouTube channel in the future based on some of the experiments that I will perform here on my own YouTube channel. So I'm not sure what we'll do or how we'll do it, but today I want to give a little bit of a possibility of what might happen here at an EntreArchitect YouTube channel. What my thoughts are is that maybe this will be one idea that we'll experiment with, showing you some hands-on a productivity tip or a screen share of some software or an app that we're using successfully here at my firm. And today I want to show you Slack. I want to show you how I use Slack and how you might also be able to use Slack for your small firm to communicate better, to be more productive. So I'm going to show you my screen. I'm going to show you some of the work that I'm doing with Slack and how I set it up. It's very simple. This is going to be a very quick video to show you how I use Slack at my architecture firm. So here we go. I'm using ScreenFlow to capture this. That's the first tip. Software for Mac. I think it's only available for Mac. It allows me to capture this screen that I'm working on here. And I wanted to show you Slack. This is Slack. This is inside Slack. Over here on the left side, you can see the many teams that I have. This team is for EntreArchitect This is the private Slack channel for EntreArchitect. And if you want to be a member of EntreArchitect, you can go right there to the homepage, EntreArchitect.com. You can join up and you can have access to our Slack page here for EntreArchitect. The other workspaces, they call them now. They used to call them teams. So I have a workspace for EntreArchitect. I have a workspace for a new project that I'm working on with some friends that you might be interested in, and you may find some more information in the future. CV is Charette Venture Group, so I have a workspace for them. Down here on L, I'm going to skip this one right here, but down here for L, that's my family channel. This is actually a channel that I use for my own family. Let's get right into how I use it with my architecture firm. The way I use Slack for my architecture firm is, and I keep it as simple as possible. I really keep it simple. When I put together a new project, I start a new channel within the 5Cat Studio. 5Cat Studio is my architecture firm. I use the project number and I use the client's name. And so these are all project numbers, project names. And these are all, some of these are active projects, some of them are not. But I wanted to go through one of these channels just to show you how we use it. But before we get into that, general is just general information for the team. Random is just for fun and kicks. We don't use this very much, but if you had like something that's not appropriate for the general channel or a project channel, maybe it's a joke or just you wanted to coordinate some casual time, that's where you'd use the random channel. And then I always have using Slack or Slack tips channel for people who are new to Slack, so you can put in tips and different ways of using Slack in that channel. And then direct messaging is a great tool. So when you want to communicate directly with one of your team members, you can just create a new direct message and it goes directly to their Slack channel. So if you have remote workers or if a virtual team, or if you're working in the room next to you and you want to just sort of remind them of something, you can put together a direct message directly to them. But let's go through one of these projects. This is a project that we're working on right now. I'm going to scroll right up to the top. We started working on this project on Slack in October, and we started this channel. And then right away, I put in some of the information, some of the kitchen drawings from Crown Point, the pre-designed client questionnaire that we have every client put together. So all of the information that we need to get a project started is right here in Slack. And so my team can look at this, can always go back to it. It's very simple. These are some of the images that the client sent to us for inspiration. So they're in there, so we can go back to reference. And then as we started, we had some questions to get started. And then as we start selecting some of the fixtures and finishes and appliances and things like this is a kitchen project, we start adding links into, it's very easy to add a link into Slack. And then we can always go back and find what we're looking for. Some more links to some of the selections. And that's where we are with this project right now. We are in design development. So we're working with the client to pick selections, and all of the links and everything are going into here. Questions back and forth between my team and I are in here. And so this is where we do the work. This is where we do the coordination and the communication for each project. So each one of these channels over on the left are similar to this channel. So I just wanted to sort of give you a sneak peek of behind the scenes of the way my architecture firm uses Slack to be successful. None of this is on email anymore. A lot of this the communication used to go back and forth on email. The sharing of links used to go back on email, and then it gets lost. So each one of these channels are similar to this. When we have final approval on the selections, it'll go into a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet will be downloaded to this channel, and everything we need will be right here. It's connected back to Google Apps and Dropbox. I wanted to give you a quick behind the scenes look at how we use Slack to be more productive and to communicate better. So I hope you like that. Maybe this will be something that we do in the future with other software. So let me know if you like what I'm doing here with video. Maybe sharing some software here like this, or some apps that we've done, sharing them how I'm using them. Maybe we'll get other people to share here on the video channel. Like I said, this is an experiment. I'm not sure if this will be a YouTube channel, whether this will be a Facebook live channel or a Facebook video channel. But 2018, I definitely want to do more video for EntreArchitect. In the comments here at YouTube or in the comments on the blog, depending on where you're watching this video, let me know. Let me know how you'd like me to use video in the future for EntreArchitect. Do you want to see more of these sort of short little, quick little tutorials? Or do you want me to get more in-depth? I have some ideas of maybe I would love to go visit some small firms in their studios and document some of the studios that our community is working from. Sort of show you behind the scenes in their studios, how they're doing their work, and sit down and talk to them about their business and how they are using the tools that they're using to become successful as a small firm architect. So in the comments, let me know what you think. Also, if you're on YouTube right now, subscribe, because whatever I do with the experiments here before we launch an EntreArchitect channel will all be here at the Mark R. LePage channel. So hit that subscribe button right now and let me know what you think about the possibility of using more video in the future for EntreArchitect. Thank you very much for listening, and let me know.